Who doesn't love a nice, meaty Italian tomato sauce, right? An authentic one at that. Okay, when I was a kid, you know what we got? I didn't have an Italian friends or wasn't an Italian family. I got fucking Prego in a jar. And I thought it was awesome. I thought it was the shit because it had little bits of Chef Boyardee type meat in there. Okay, little did I know, but now I know, and I'm bringing it to you, folks. We're gonna try and speak our words clearly. We're gonna do an authentic Italian Bolognese sauce, right? Who doesn't love a beautiful meaty Bolognese sauce? That's what we're making. Pure, authentic Italiano on spaghetti. And folks, it doesn't get more authentic than that. Let's stop talking. Let's stop jawing here. Let's drop our socks or drop our cocks and grab our socks and get to it. I got it reversed. All right. First off, let's start with our sofrito. Okay, sofrito, a fancy Italian word for mirepoix, which is a fancy French word for carrot, celery, and onion. Now, if you really want to torture yourself because you've got nothing better to do than get carpal tunnel syndrome, no need to chop this by hand. That's why God created food processors. Now, you see I've cut up my carrot there, okay? You want to cut it up because you're not just going to take a whole carrot, a big, thick carrot, and jam it in that little hole into the cavern, okay? You need to break it up first. Now, I'm doing carrot first because carrot's harder to blend, so it needs more time. Then goes my celery. Lastly, our onion. And if you're a French YouTuber named Jean-Pierre, one of my favorite chefs, it's oignon.
Now at this point, Kitchen Bro realized he let too many veggies into the party and overcrowded the bowl. Watch this mumbly have to empty it to fit the onion. What a tard.
Fuck you, you limey British cunt. Anyways, folks, valuable life lesson. Don't overcrowd the bowl. Don't take that chance. Just like you shouldn't be taking the chance when you're putting the pucks to your old lady using the pull-out method for birth control. Now, we've invited pancetta to the ingredient gangbang here, and you can see I'm slicing it up, and then I'm going to cut it up into little small cubes. Now, as we all know, olive oil runs through the veins of every Italian, so let's grab a Dutch oven and get some of that Italian lifeblood right in the Dutch oven. And then we're going to throw in our cubed pancetta, and we're going to fry this up until that beautiful fat renders out, and we get something like this. This beautiful, crispy pancetta. So let's take it out of the Italian lifeblood there, put it in a separate bowl, and set it off to the side. Here I got a pound of beef and a pound of pork. Get it in the Dutch oven. Now, you know when I got ground meat, I'm using the meat masher here. Great tool. Yeah, sure, it looks like something you'd buy at a bondage shop to, well, who knows what. But at the end of the day, you want to mash this up until that beef and the pork's all broken up. Now, after you've taken the meat out of the bowl, it's time to cook our sofrito. So get some more Italian lifeblood, put that in the pot, and then we're going to add our little veggie mix. So we've cooked that for a few minutes here. Look at all that moisture that's been taken out. Now we're good to go. Let's dump our meat in there. Just dump it in.
Kitchen Bro has once again shit the bed and apparently doesn't know how to focus a camera correctly. Who let this idiot work a camera?
While we continue to ignore that limey piece of shit, we're going to add 2 cups of red wine. I've got some Chianti, add whatever you want, but as always, folks, remember, you got to pour one for your homies. So you can see I've got a 14-ounce can of San Marzano type tomatoes. I'm using 2 of these. San Marzano tomatoes are fantastic, folks, if you can afford them. They're like $7 a can at my grocery store. These were $3. Do you know how many hand jobs in men's bathrooms I'd have to give in order to afford San Marzano tomatoes? Don't judge me. At the end of the day, these tomatoes will be fine. Now, I've got a stick blender here that I'm going to use. I like a smooth sauce. Some people like to break it up with their hands. They like a little chunky bits in there. Listen, it's your sauce. Do whatever the hell you want. You think the tomatoes care? No, they're dead. They don't give a shit, okay? Much like your ex, their feelings don't matter. Add your tomatoes into the meat. Get it in there. What I forgot to do before, though, folks, rookie mistake, forgot to cook the tomato paste before with the meat, and here I'm adding it in. That's okay. Stir it around. It's going to be swell. We're just going to add a little bit of nutmeg. I don't know, maybe half a teaspoon. And then, of course, we're going to add some delicious heart disease powder, aka salt. We're not adding it in the beginning. We're going to let it reduce. Folks, the reason behind this is that if you over-season it right at the top of the cook and you reduce it down, that salt doesn't go anywhere, so you might have an overly salted sauce. So let it reduce a while, then add it as you need it. Now, you know you got to check for seasoning and taste it. Okay, how much heart disease powder do you know you're gonna need if you don't taste it? Folks, think about how disappointed Gordon Ramsay will be in you if you don't taste the sauce. He'll call you an idiot sandwich. Now I'm gonna add some whole milk. I got about a cup here, maybe a little over. Now I know some knob is gonna be in the comments, it's gotta be heavy cream, man. Like I said before, shut your dick holster, I don't care, I used whole milk. Don't judge me. We're in the home stretch here, mother bitches. We got our water here. Now, much like the barbarians of old would destroy their enemies and salt their lands, we're gonna salt our water, and we're gonna do it heavily. Okay, we want some high blood pressure up in this bitch. I hope I really don't have to show you how to cook pasta. Just cook the damn pasta. Now, normally once the pasta's cooked, I throw it in a bowl, toss the sauce in the bowl, mix it around, and call it a day. But this is YouTube, this is TikTok. I want to be a big YouTube cook, you know, making that cheddar. So I did what everybody else does, and I threw it in a pan, threw some sauce on there, throw a little water on there, and then I tried to do the old saute, you know, the old push and flip action, you know, it's all on the wrist. But the sauce, I knew this was going to happen. It just went everywhere. Like, what the fuck? Anyways, I guess I just can't be part of the cool kids club because I can't do it properly. Fuck my life. Last but not least, muchachos, you gotta get the cheese on there, okay? This sloppy bitch needs some Parmigiano Reggiano more than a syphilis patient needs a penicillin shot. Okay, authentic Italian Bolognese sauce, some tagliatelle. No, it's not tagliatelle, it's fucking pappardelle. Muchachos. God, it's good. I love Bolognese sauce. Come on. You think I was going to call it? You think I really thought it was Bolognese sauce? Jesus shit. Of course. I know it's not Bolognese sauce. God damn it. I'm not a heathen. I just had to leave enough time for all the comments to arrive. Bolognese, baby. Beautiful. And I know it's traditionally with tagliatelle or like a wide noodle, like this, not spaghetti. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Alright folks, that's all I got for you. One of my favorite sauces in the world, a nice Bolognese. Fantastic. Get out of here. Nope, not done yet. I'm not working for this company, but if they want to send a few freebies my way, I will gladly take it. Super cubes. Okay? Can't see it because of the light. Anyways, these are 1 cup portions. Buddy of mine turned me onto them, aka the fake Indian. That's his code name. Anyways, with all that sauce, gonna freeze it. Fantastic. Alright, now I'm done with you. Get the fuck out of my kitchen, god damn it.